Waltham football versus Watertown in the fall of 1964. This was the first season for Waltham using the new name and mascot, the Hawks. Football was the only Waltham high athletic team using the new name. Other sports would also adopt the name in future seasons. There was no immediate impact on uniform design, but Hawk helmet decals were issued to individual players for creating a turnover. In the preseason, Waltham was projected by the Boston Globe to be the leader of the pack but was struggling in early competition and was 1-4 going into Watertown. The victory over Watertown would propel the Hawks to win the remainder of the season and give Waltham a winning record for the first time since 1958. Waltham wins the game 20-12 with Don Brophy and Bob Connors combining for about 240 yards on the ground and the Hawk offense for 330 yards overall. Peter Hardy scored twice. The News Tribune noted that Andy Daniels' play at guard was all scholastic caliber and highlighted by his teeth-rattling block on Don Brophy's 58-yard run on a sweep play. Watertown coach Frank Cousineau was impressed with Waltham's speed. "They beat us on the outside." The game film as it stands today is incomplete, but for a good reason. Coach Kopp would cut and splice most game films and send those highlights to prospective college coaches to help Waltham players be recruited to their football program. Watertown was traditionally a formidable opponent. In the previous season under coach John Kroll, the varsity scrimmaged Watertown on several Wednesdays during the regular season. During this 1964 regular scheduled game, Watertown was looking across the field at one of their Hall of Fame quarterbacks, Lenny Hill, who was now on the Waltham staff. In addition, the Watertown staff during the 1963 season had passed on offering a coaching job to a lineman who had just been cut from the New York Jets/Titans. Fran Morelli was then immediately welcomed onto the Waltham staff in October of 1963 by coach John Kroll and retained by Hal Kopp. In 1964, due to Morelli's notable accomplishments working with Waltham linemen, both assistant coaches who had some Watertown ties were making serious contributions to Waltham on a weekly basis. A player on the Waltham roster for this game, wearing number 63, was Paul Buster McGovern, who in future decades would become the head coach of both Waltham, 1982 to 1989, and Watertown, 1993 to 2003.